off to work I go. Hi ho, hi ho. It's chilly, it's lovely. I have gloves on, well, on one hand because I had to turn my phone on with the other, but I'm wearing my scarf, which feels so good. And I got a little Kaveco pen clipped to my key and feeling pretty good. We have 1 week. This is the last week, and then it's winter break. Hello and welcome everyone. Today is my first kind of semi-day off for the holiday, and I say semi because we have a staff party this evening, and then I will be done with work for winter break, which I think is about 14 days, and that's just so spectacular. And I'm really excited about it. I'm really tired also, so I don't have a whole lot of energy today. And the holidays are busy and they always sneak up. And I feel like it starts to feel like a bit of a marathon at the end of the year. So I look forward to the holidays being over and just having some quiet downtime to relax and do some knitting and watch a movie or something with Brian. We're gonna get a Christmas tree. I don't know when, because there's kind of a work weekend starting tomorrow for Brian that may or may not get canceled, that I may or may not go on. It's a volunteer trip for some conservation work, and it's one of the last ones for this particular project, and I've done so many, and I really want to go because it's one of the last ones and it's a really special place. But I'm also just really tired and I kind of don't want to go. I think it would be nice to not have to like rush out the door tomorrow and pack for camping, because it's going to be a camping trip and it will be in the teens, so it'll be really chilly, which I love personally, but it's a bigger process, and I'm very energetically, emotionally drained from just working with kids, and I want to have some downtime that's quiet. I was gonna film a Kaveco Sport video today for my new art pen, but honestly, I feel like such a little, I just want to be a blob. I just want to stay in my pajamas all day and be cozy under blankets, wearing my shawl that is now a part of me. And I feel like if I take it off, I feel very naked and exposed and vulnerable, and it's like, I need my shawl. So hopefully the rest of the season will remain cool enough that I can wear my shawl all the time, because that's what I want to do. I also wanted to check in with some of my projects after finishing this project, which was a big project for me. I wanted to dive into another big project and really struggled to get something underway, to kind of settle into something. And finally, I think that has happened, all thanks to this this one sock. This is another Emily's favorite sock pattern with Farmer's Daughter fibers. The green is Sunny's and the blue is Ranch Romance. I love Farmer's Daughter sock yarns. They're definitely my favorite. I also love working with double pointed needles when I'm going from the ankle down. This is my happy place. right here. And so I feel like finally settled in my knits, but it was a bit of a struggle finding the next project. I also finished up a pair of scrappy socks, and I finished up a pair of fingerless mittens that are going to be a Christmas gift for someone. So there was just a lot of knitting projects that just got done, and I was left with like, okay, what's next? And I'm gonna go because I'm just so tired. and I have, let's see, 6 hours till the unfortunately really late staff party. Hey, they're dry. Oh, this one's actually still a little damp. That one's very damp. Okay, they're not dry yet. I wonder why this one dried out so much more than the others. All right, it's about 30 minutes actually until I have to leave for the Christmas party or the holiday staff party. I have my little Santa, what is it, Secret Santa gift all wrapped up and ready. I've made tons of progress on my sock today. I am in the heel now, which is just so exciting and happened really fast. I don't know, the more I knit, maybe the faster I'm getting, because usually socks take me 2 to 3 weeks to make, and I am halfway done, maybe. Maybe it's closer to a third. I don't know. It's pretty close to at least the halfway point, I would say, at this junction. So anyways, that's kind of cool. And I'm really enjoying the colors a lot. And I'm really enjoying these needles a lot. These are the ChiaoGoo stainless steel needles, and I have now tried the Carbons by, I don't remember. I could see the logo in my head, but I can't think of the name. Anyways, they're carbon steel with stainless steel tips. And I don't like those at all, because where the stainless steel tip meets the carbon steel shaft, there's like a little ridge there, and it's not super smooth. And so I feel like it interrupts the flow. And wood is fun, but there's a lot more friction, and I just really like stainless steel. It just feels like butter. Feels buttery smooth, and I love it. I also just love working with double pointed needles on socks like this. So for the staff party, you want to see what I made? Because it's a potluck. Why don't I pull it out of the oven? It's just sitting in there staying warm. Ta-da! So this is acorn squash. The skin has been left on, and it has been seasoned with unrefined coconut oil and red curry paste liberally. I added these ingredients. I mean, use the whole jar for 3 acorn squash. And if anyone is actually interested in making it, maybe I can pin a comment with the directions below. It's not super precise. It's just, yeah. Anyways, I like making it for big group events because it's gluten-free, it doesn't have any dairy, it doesn't have any sugar. So I feel like it covers a lot of different dietary needs or requirements or limitations. Anyways, and it's really easy to cook in a large scale. Anyways, and I have this, my throat hurts, like a post-nasal drip or something. It's just been bothering me all day, which is kind of a bummer. I'm gonna go because I probably should start heading out the door. Well, actually, that's not true. I'm feeling all like, I think I'm gonna knit until it's time for me to go.
Soprano Kiri Takanawa at the London Philharmonic with conductor John surface. It's an allegory of a quest for wisdom and enlightenment. Tune in for Mozart's Magic Flute, Saturday morning at 11, right here on Classical 90.5.
Good morning and welcome to another day. So my voice is feeling a little funky. I feel like I'm sick, but it's the same thing that happened when Brian got sick. I too felt this vague unwellness, but it was never enough to say I'm sick, or it never felt extreme enough to really know I was sick, but I didn't feel right. And I feel kind of similarly today, where I'm like, something's off. I don't feel super myself and healthy, but I don't know. Anyways, that's way more information than I need to share. The staff party was enjoyable. It's a really good group of people. It's a really creative group of people. It's kind of amazing. We did the Secret Santa and we all opened our presents together, and then we went around the room and shared what we got. And so much of the presents were handmade, and it was just amazing. There were people made ornaments and pottery and paintings, and it was just like, wow, really talented group of people. So something very exciting came in the mail yesterday, and that is my new cover for my Hobonichi Weeks. This is the Eternal Leather Goods cover. This is the natural leather, and this is the black leather. So anyways, this is the one that is new to me, and it is housing my Hobonichi Weeks. This is the olive green leather cover for 2024. On the inside, I have some sticky notes. Month at a glance. I started it in November actually, because the weeks section started the 27th. So I just jumped on it. And basically this is my work side and this is my personal side. They're to-do lists. I use this Saturday, well actually now I use Friday, Saturday, and Sunday as my grocery list. And I started doing like a gratitude thing. So this one, I'm grateful for the work that I have. And then this week was, I am grateful for cozy Christmas vibes and decorating with Brian. And then in the way back, I just use it for random notes. A lot of it has to do with knitting. Some of it has to do with work. And that's it. So nothing super creative or creative at all. It's just, that is how I use my planner. Anyways, I also made a tremendous amount of progress on my sock, and we are now working in the gusset section. So we have finished our heel turn and working on the gusset, and then we'll go and make the foot and finish up those toes. Just so exciting. I have decided not to go on the volunteer trip, unfortunately. Brian has to go because it's his work, and I think he was really hoping that it could get canceled. It's been crazy. This time of year is always so busy, and I think he's feeling a little bit overwhelmed. And my Christmas cactus is about to bloom. Oh, look. Beautiful. Now I'm looking at my other plants like, anybody else? Anybody else? No? Okay. Over the weekend, while Brian is away, I'd like to knit up another pair of gloves as a Christmas gift. And I would like to potentially make an organizer, container, a pouch, a roll, I don't know just yet, for all of my double pointed needles, because I have a collection, and at the moment they're just in a cup and they're wrapped in rubber bands to kind of like separate them out. But I don't know, it might be nice to have like a little, like a tool roll where they can all be tucked in little slots. I've looked online to see if there were any that I liked, but not really. So maybe I'll be ambitious and make one. I guess it just depends on how I feel ultimately, because I do feel like I'm maybe sick. But yeah. I hope I don't have a sinus infection. It's kind of what it feels like it could be or could lead to. Maybe I should do the neti pot today. All right, TMI. Excited to make pancakes this morning because we have some maple syrup that we traded for last year with saguaro fruits, and this is maple syrup that somebody harvested, I think, in Vermont, and it's starting to crystallize, so I thought we should start using that up. I also wanted to clean out the baking goods pantry because we have so much flour and so much baking soda, and just it was feeling a little cluttered in there, so I thought maybe we could use some of the flours up, and turns out we had just enough buckwheat left to make pancakes. And also we still had some Granny Smith apples from when I baked the pie, so got to use those too. And then I just sprinkled some pecans on top, and voila, have a very tasty breakfast this morning. The pancake recipe was just one that I used on the back of the buckwheat packaging. All right, just one last update. I think I'm going to end this vlog here. First of all, I am sick, but I'm still feeling well enough to be productive, which is great. I think it's just a little head cold. Everybody was sick at the end of the year. All the kids, lots of the teachers. It was like, ugh, so many cooties. Anyways, the other news is that Brian ended up having to cancel the trip. There was just not enough volunteers for this particular weekend trip, and so he's going to reschedule for the springtime, and hopefully more people will sign up. People usually do. I think this was probably a hard weekend for everybody. It's quite a commitment, it's a lot of work, and it's right before the holidays. So anyways, I'm glad. I'm gonna actually walk over and pick him up at the office with the dogs, and then we're gonna go on a little walk. And I cast on the new glove. This is the broom fingerless glove. I made one already for someone special, and I'm making this pair also for someone special. And I think the receiver of this pair is going to just love this color so much. And I'm really excited to gift this one. And that's it. So thank you all so much for watching another video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.